Welcome back.
We made it. The last trailer of DC Fandom, finally.
We assume.
We assume, yes.
Again, I'm Phil.
I'm Miles.
And we're TactileTK. We are streamers on Twitch, and you can find us at twitch.tv/TactileTK. We stream a variety of different games and do a lot of horror games on the weekend in our joint streams together. So what we're doing now, though, is we're going through the DC FANDOME event, and we are finally here at what we think, again, as we said, we think is the last surprise for the day.
Yeah, it feels like after every video that we record, another one is uploaded from DC, and it's just been like that the entire night. So this is the last one that they've uploaded, and I've double checked, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think the 24 hours is up. I think it might end at actually midnight. I don't know when it ends. I don't know when it started. I don't know. So, but we have to assume that this is the last one, and I gotta say, they probably saved one of the best for last. I'm really excited to watch the teaser trailer for The Batman starring Robert Pattinson.
Yes, The Batman. After much conversation about, what they should do next with Batman in film, and whether or not Robert Pattinson's going to make a good Batman, which I totally think he can.
Yes.
And will. It's exciting to be here. Like, it's just, the Batman feels like this ethereal thing that, just like floats out there in make-believe land and we're never actually going to see. But like, now we're going to get a piece of it, and like, it's going to make it more real for me. I think I might, if it's good, I might lose my shit, because like, I just haven't thought too deeply about this movie. I've just been cautiously optimistic. Sort of like, as the cast announcements have come in, I've been like, ooh, I love their cast.
Yes.
And ooh, I love the look they're going for with Batman and the Batmobile and the aesthetic of the film. So I'm hyped. I'm ready for this, but like, this might take me over the top, so let's see.
Oh, I hope it's good. I really hope it's good, especially if it's gonna be like, well, no, I think that they're gonna stick with Ben Affleck for sure. But if it's like an origin story for him, I think that's cool. I just want another Batman thing that's not Ben Affleck, or that's not Ben Affleck, but like, I want another Batman thing that's not BVS or Justice League. Right. I want a more fleshed out Batman in his universe and his characters and all that. And I hope that we can get that from this. I really hope so. But yeah, we're gonna go right in. We're just gonna do it. Oh God. Okay.
Your secret friend.
Underneath the bridge,
Who?
top has sprung a leak, and the animals I've trapped
Haven't a clue.
all become my pet.
Let's play a game. Just me and you. Any of this mean anything to you?
You're becoming quite a celebrity. Why is he writing to you?
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
You'll see.
Yes. Yes, I liked all of that.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This is a lot to take in. I don't know where to begin.
Just yes. I will probably watch that 50 million times over.
Oh yes.
Over the next week. That was absolutely fantastic, and I think was it directing Matt Reeves. I think whoever is delivering on everything that they promised. Like they promised that this was going to be like our most physical Batman, and just seeing him take down just that one guy was so brutal and so quick. Like, I'm excited to see how this Batman moves. It looks like there's a little bit of a fight between him and Catwoman. That was hype.
Yeah.
You know, just the aesthetic of it. I love the way the Batsuit looks. I love the intensity in his eyes. Just like even in the scenes where he's just Bruce Wayne or whatever, he just looks so angry and just so determined. And I just bought it. I really, really bought it. So I think Mr. Pattinson has really, really got the edge of Batman down. And that voice, it didn't sound like it was too altered or anything. It didn't sound like what they were doing with Ben Affleck with the sort of voice modulation.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like any of that. It just sounded like a actor's performance, which is what I want. And it was just stone cold and just brilliant. I just loved it.
I did too. I was very. I mean, it feels like I've been confused a lot for most of the beginnings of these teasers. I don't really know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting, to see a lot of stuff that I already knew, just come to life, and I did. I knew exactly who. I knew casting, but like immediately who Jim Gordon is in that trailer, and you immediately know who Batman was, obviously, because I like to see them working together.
Yeah.
The Catwoman stuff was really cool. I hope they give her a more fleshed out costume. I did like the all black. I didn't really like the fabric of the mask.
Right.
It looked weird. I hope that they update that. Maybe in another scene or something. Yeah, I'm really taking it off of like the external vibe I got from it, which was, it just felt immediately different from any other Batman thing I'd seen ever. Entirely different feel, and it entirely different vibe from what I was expecting. Batman's always dark, but I wasn't expecting it to be like this dark and cryptic and mysterious and stuff with all the weird symbols and stuff that didn't really make any sense to me. But just it fits with who I understand Robert Pattinson as an actor to be, and it fits with the kind of world that they're setting up. It fits within the world that they're kind of setting up. This whole tone of the trailer, and of just the weird symbol aspect of it, and also the narration too. I mean, it all worked for me. I didn't understand really what was happening the majority of the time. I only know, from like the Jim Gordon stuff and the Batman beating up a person, obviously, and then the Catwoman stuff, which I was just like, yesing for. But I'm feeling real good vibes about this one. I really am. And what's so funny is that it gave me a similar, not the same though, because they're not the same, but it gave me a similar vibe to how I thought about the Joker trailer when I first saw it. It felt very different. Yeah. Very, very different than what I know to be from anything that's come before, and just of Joker, how I know him to be and how he was created. It just felt so different. And I don't want to rag on that movie, because it was a well put together movie. Same. Wasn't my favorite thing. Same. But this, I was taken back immediately to that. It just felt very similar, whether it was just the vibe of the trailer, or just the the similar feeling I felt watching that for the first time and then watching this for the first time, which it's a weird kind of thing. But I'm so excited. I'm very excited.
The other thing that really hyped me is that this whole trailer has a very detective vibe. Like, you know, they're showing Batman and Gordon working together on a case. So I really feel like it sounds like this person's trying to lure Batman in. And from what I understand, Riddler is in the movie, so I assume it's him.
Yeah.
So, like, I assume he's the one leaving all these rhymes and these puzzles and those, like, weird symbols that popped up. I assume that's all him. Which got me really excited because they didn't show Riddler in this trailer. That might have been him narrating. That might have been his voice, you know, trying to draw Batman in.
I saw the Penguin. The Penguin was in this too, wasn't he?
Yeah. So that just built a lot of suspense for the Riddler, and I think that's a perfect place to leave that character. To have us literally guessing about what the Riddler is like and, you know, what he's out to get and accomplish, and to really build mystique around that character is just a very smart move. And, you know, if anyone's going to pull Batman into a deep detective story, I think Riddler is a great villain for that. And from what I understand, it's like, you know, a handful of villains in this movie. It's going to be, they say it's going to have that kind of long Halloween, Dark Victory feel, where it's just like you get to meet a lot of the rogues gallery, but it's one case that Batman's working, and it somehow entangles all of them. So that made me so excited, so hyped. Like, I would love to see a great cat and mouse story between Riddler and Batman. I would really, really dig that.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point to make. It did give me that detective vibe. Maybe that's why I was so confused. It did give me that vibe, and Long Halloween is perfect. Like a good detective story, which is what Batman is, you know? And I feel like a lot of the stuff that we've seen hasn't really been that in live action, from what I've seen at least. And it really just goes to show that this person, from this, they know Batman. They have read Batman. They've probably read every story from Batman, every big iconic story. And yeah, the detective aspect was, that's a really good point.
Something we don't get enough of. It's like, people remember that Batman's this big scary dude, and he's a violent ass kicker, and he's, you know, the Knight, and he's dark, and he's, you know, whatever. But like, people forget that at his core, he's Sherlock Holmes first and foremost. He's a detective first, world's greatest allegedly. So to get back to his roots and to really tell that detective story, I think that's something that might be adding to this feeling Miles is describing, that like it doesn't feel like something we've seen before, and that seems so odd because it's the obvious place to start for that character, because that's his roots. So this is very exciting. If they're following through on that, I'm sold. I'm down. I want in on this. This is exactly what Batman needs right now in live action. So man, Robert Pattinson's delivery and everything just still has...
God, I'm shaking. I am vengeance. I'm like, yes, you are.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Damn, dude. Like...
yeah, that's... I guess what I had been expecting was the origin story. But basically, just from just the images and stuff that I had seen in the first teaser of him in Red, and just when they first showed the suit, and how good it looked, but it kind of just looked like, it still looked like incomplete, but like not in a way that's like letting me down in any way. Right. Just incomplete as in he's still building up to the bigger thing.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a surprise to find out that it wasn't. It doesn't seem like at all it was an origin story, and I loved being surprised that way. I really did. And I guess what I was really hoping to, and with the announcements that have come so far, it's kind of been, determined that this is going to be its own separate thing, and I am okay with that, as much as I would have loved for this to be a connected universe. And maybe I mean, it's still in production, and they gave us a very small amount to work with, but they gave us so much even in that. So we don't know technically where it's going to go, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a connected universe, which I love a good connected universe. It just makes for a more cohesive kind of thing for me to understand where all this stuff is and just how it meshes and how it doesn't. And I won't say I wasn't hoping for that, but I am absolutely thrilled with what I got. It was, not all surprises are good surprises, and this one was definitely a good surprise. Just so different, so good. Oh man.
Long story short, it's a good day for Batman fans. This has been a really good DC FANDOME event for Batman fans.
Yeah.
If you're down with the Bat, like, they hooked you up big time.
Yes.
Between Gotham Knights and this is, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, if you're excited to see more of Ben Affleck's Batman as well. But like for us, yeah, definitely Gotham Knights and definitely the Batman are the prizes of this entire event. Like, everyone's put forth a good show. Like, there wasn't anything I saw that was like, man, that's completely whack.
Yeah.
But like, I think Batman has stole this event, which, I mean, he's Batman, so.
Yes, to think I started off this day and probably a lot of days just, and this is a lot of what me and Phil talk about, just how disappointing it is to be a DC fan sometimes, and especially when the movie stuff happens and comes out, with what we've been given. Not to say that there hasn't been good stuff, because Shazam and Wonder Woman and
Yes.
And all that's been really good. But I gotta say, I started off today being very it just wasn't really it wasn't really like a good, fun, exciting thing to be a DC fan at the beginning of this day. And then we watched Gotham Knight, and then it immediately got 80% better. And now, after watching the Batman trailer, it got like 1,000% better. Like, I cannot wait to see what's in store. Just everything. Like, I mean, certain things don't hold the same hype for both of us, I think.
Right.
But I think everything that we watched got us even more excited for what's to come.
Yeah.
And it's a good place to be at. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, if FANDOME was designed to buy some faith back in what DC is doing and really generate some genuine hype, they succeeded. You had people who were excited about this event since the moment they announced it, and that's fantastic. But then you got people like us who were just sort of like, I guess I'll check it out, like, after the fact, once they make their trailer announcements or whatever, and like then we're just blown away. I really feel like this is a high tide for DC Comics adaptations, and it's a good look for them. It's a really good look for them after years and years of just Marvel stealing the show, which I'm not mad at Marvel.
No,
I like DC more, but I'm happy that Marvel is kicking ass.
Yeah.
Because they have great characters too. But it's nice, as Miles was saying, as a DC fan, to get some vindication and be like, yeah, see, this is why DC characters are also dope. And it's nice to be able to back that up in the public, because people don't all read comic books or care enough to dig into the source material, so it can be hard to explain why you like something so much. But now with this type of material out there, it's just like easy to say, like, this is why I'm excited, this is why I'm hype.
Yeah.
This is why DC is my shit. So
it's like DC went, what's Marvel doing? Oh, they just got done with Endgame. They won't be back for a while. All right, let's go. Come on.
Yes,
go.
immediately,
Go. While everybody's distracted.
Right. Quickly. This is like their stealth bombing.
Yes. They really came through.
Content stealth bombing. They really kept a tight lip on most of this stuff. And it was nice and fresh for us today. And I think that was hats off to them for that, because it's so hard to do in the modern era where everything is leaked and everything's online before it's supposed to be, and etc. So thank you, DC Comics, for saving some hype, for giving us something to look forward to.
Yes, the fandom really did, have its, just deliver up to its namesake. It feels like for one of the first times ever that like they really looked at their fan base and they looked at what they really love and respond to and what they love and what they miss about stuff, and they gave us that tenfold. I mean, if that only rings true for Gotham Knight, then like, you know, that's fine. But yeah, it really was just this great thing for DC fans. Oh my gosh! But anyway, before we get even more carried away,
Right.
I guess my one takeaway and the thing that I'm most excited for would be obviously Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your answer too?
I think so. I think the Batman is very close. It's like a very close second.
Yes.
But but Gotham Knights is something that it scratches two itches at the same time. It scratches my need for DC Comics lore and video game quality multiplayer video game content. I'm always looking for good co-op games. I literally will search the internet for websites that list good co-op games just because there's so few of them. I'm like, what's out there? I'm always on the lookout for new co-op. So and good quality co-op, and that's what Gotham Knights looks like. And they're characters that we love. We're big fans of Batman's partners. We're big fans of the Robins and Batgirl, and so it's definitely exciting. But I don't know. It's for me. It's about neck and neck between that and the Batman, because the Batman just.
Yeah.
I think for both of them, I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect much from like other whispers of the next Batman game, but it's not going to be Rocksteady.
Yeah.
It's going to be Warner Bros. Montreal, who did Arkham Origins, which is a fine game, but it's not like out of this world next level shit. So it was just sort of like, all right, whatever. And like I knew the Batman was coming, but like I didn't know for sure they were going to have a trailer today. So like to just get both of those and to have both of them just rock my world, like they just really. I'm just really truly blown away by what the Batman content of Fandome was. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's about a tie for me. I can't. I want to just pick one high over the other, like.
Absolutely.
But like I'm just like they both got me giddy like a child. So.
Oh yeah. No, I feel you. Gotham Knights is still that. It's beyond anything. Plus, it's coming out the soonest. So is it? Wait.
They both said 2021, I think.
Okay, and Suicide Squad was 2022. The game.
Oh, got you.
That would have been sad. If I feel like if Gotham Knights said 2022 and the Batman said the opposite, I think I would have been more excited for the Batman. But I'm really excited for Gotham Knight because it's coming out next year.
And the Batman said that as well, right? 2021.
I think so.
Yeah, because it did it with question marks. It was like question mark 1 question mark.
Yeah. That's absolutely right. Well, I guess that just ruins my whole argument then. But whatever. I'm more excited for Gotham Knights. I just am. I'm not excited for the Batman. That trailer was thebomb.com, but Gotham Knights all the way. Oh my gosh.
For sure. No, that's cool. Clear and decisive. I like it. But wow, I can't believe it. That wraps up our coverage of DC Fandome.
Oh, it's so funny because these trailers were not very long at all, with the exception of the gameplay trailer of Gotham Knights, which was like 7 minutes. But like, we spent maybe the last 5 to 6 hours, I want to say, doing this and just watching and reacting and reacting to these videos. So it's been a very, very eventful, awesome day of just this, of DC, and of just feeling proud, very proud to be a DC fan.
Yes.
So
yes.
With that ends this, but this will not stop with the content that we put out on YouTube.
Absolutely.
This was a perfect starting point to finally just dip our toes in there, because it just happened. Like, DC Fandome was not anything that was either on either of our radars. It kind of just this thing that was looming, and sure, yeah, and he said it like, I'll probably watch the trailers later, and after all the hype goes down, and then just do that. But it just turned into this awesome thing to get us started with this. But yeah, we are first and foremost a video game streaming channel. We first started on Twitch TV, and you can find us doing that on twitchtv.com/TactileTK. We stream so many video games. We will be streaming Gotham Knight, obviously, when it comes out. So look forward to that. We're also on social media and Discord and all that. And you'll be able to find all that information in the description below. So make sure to just check that out. And just waiting for the screen to come back so I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
There we go. Oh, I guess it's because it was just inactive for so long. But anyway, yeah. Check the description below for our social medias and our Discord. We really would love to see you in the Discord and in our Twitch chat. We love to communicate, and we love to geek out about this kind of stuff, obviously.
Absolutely.
We'd love to hear your opinions about the games, and drop them in the comments, drop them in the Discord, wherever. Just definitely get in touch with us, because we love it.
Let us know what you got hyped about, what you didn't get hyped about, if you disagreed with us on anything, if you're like, fuck you, fellow Miles, what do you know?
Yeah, let's fight.
Yeah, we want all the smoke. But yeah, just no, seriously, just we love having these types of discussions. So have fun out there. Be kind to each other in the comments, though, and you know, I guess we'll catch you next time with whatever our next topic is. Yeah. So take care.